This is listener-powered KEXP, 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area. My name's Prometheus Brown, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome live on KEXP, by way of Phoenix, Arizona, by storm. Take it away, y'all.
Tell me I would or if I won't. Don't tell me if I did all that I said, that ain't what I want. Don't tell me I should or if I shouldn't. Don't tell me I can but I don't, or if it look good or if it wouldn't. I don't need no more hands, I got my foot in. Now don't tell me not again that I feel free, cause no I wouldn't. That's not in the picture, no, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way. It ain't that way. It's not in the picture. No, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way. It ain't that way. I woke up in a sweat with yesterday, so stuck to me like Cruz. It's not in the picture. It's not in the picture. They say with all that hammer, don't it feel like it's just dragging? Yeah. It ain't that way. It ain't that way. Everywhere have you seen all this shit that we've been through? It's not in the picture. It's not in the picture. I'll just say something that I'm willing to do. It ain't that way. No, it ain't that way. I feel light, I move right on, I feel great. I feel cleansed, I feel clear-headed. It's just hair and me straight. But I feel broken, I feel sliding, feel misguided, I feel pain. I feel different, something's missing. I feel this is a mistake. Who you kidding? Just admit it. You think that it's just that way, but it isn't. It's in bed. It helps me keep my head on straight. They say, yeah, yo, it's twin shit. I mean that in the best way. If I shed it, they forget it. Now forget it, nah, no way. I woke up in the sweat with yesterday still stuck to me like glue. They say with all that hair, man, don't it feel like it's just dragging you? But we've been everywhere. Have you seen all this shit that we've been through? And cutting that all off, just say something that I'm willing to do. It's not in the picture, no, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way, it ain't that way. It's not in the picture, no, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way, it ain't that way. It's not in the picture, no, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way, it ain't that way. It's not in the picture, no, it's not in the picture. It ain't that way, it ain't that way. Don't tell me I would or if I won't. Don't tell me if I did all that I said, that ain't what I want. Don't tell me I should or if I shouldn't. Don't tell me I can but I don't. If it look good, if it wouldn't. I don't need no more hands, I got my foot in. Now don't tell me not again that I feel free, cause no I wouldn't. I woke up in a sweat with yesterday still stuck to me like glue. I woke up in a they seem to hold me down. Cause they say anything can go anywhere in my town. I don't know about me and you, the things you do, they seem to hold me down. Cause they say anything can go anywhere in my town. Shell gift cards will hit hard now. Getting a hell of a lot harder to hold the line down. Not just 2 Cliff bars, nigga, a large amount. For the moms and pops, it's getting hard now. Shit, they bought that spot, finna get ours now. But that cash up front is sounding nice now. Shit's a kid in me would tear me all down. After all you see, you just gon' fold now. I say not 2 Cliff bars, nigga, a large amount. And it's just a few shows, my nigga, calm down. Shit, I threw my bows, I try to hold it down. But them shell gift cards will hit hard now. They dishing niggas out with the extra bread. It's just for being there, it's just extra cred. They just gotta have an hour for lunch and count on the merch. Go ahead, nigga, break a leg. We planning the baby room, shit's expensive, man. And that paper in the envelope, nigga, that's a crib. I just gotta deal with shit feeling dissonant. And security guards acting on I'm back at home, just writing songs now. And wifey's 8 months along now. In between some college shows in some small towns, I keep thinking about they envelopes that they hold out. Next tour we doing only those, nigga, the whole route. Cause them shell gift cards will hit hard now. Brick said at your size, that's a small amount. And around that time, it's looking clogged now. So hey there, your favorite rapper at your door now. If you wanna skip the fees, you can call now. Here I am delivering eats, writing in the car now. From the apps to the streets, nigga, all round. The tank light turned on, we said out loud. Shit, them shell gift cards will hit hard now. I don't know about me and you, the things you do, they seem to hold me down. Cause they say anything can go anywhere in my town. I don't know about me and you, the things you do, they seem to hold me down. Cause they say anything I'm truly amused. It's two things I'm through. It's the umpteenth we move. Well, fuck me, just move. I thought we was on some turnover. New lead for two. I stretched my limbs out like venison. Real meaningless groove. I seen it happen HD. Thought it was lapse in a dream. Then I looked down at my feet, and it was actually me. This ain't the sad thing to see, but I was basking in glee. Can build it back what we need. It's just for you, it's for me. So take it slow to want more shit to come back to you know. If I do this gradually, more shit will fall back on me. So just gotta let that shit go. No coming back for it, make it look like an accident, no. Cause I want niggas to know. And when we out of here, make sure you go zigzagging and make it look like an accident, no. Cause I want niggas to know. See, I want niggas to know. See, I want niggas to know. See, I want niggas to know. So we want niggas to know that we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. To you the shit knee high. So we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. To you the shit knee high. So we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. 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 To them and city. Fuck that, ain't no time. Niggas wanna go bust back. There's lots of in no time. Niggas gotta go unpack. I spread my toes in the soil, searching for what was untapped. Massage my scalp with oils, brush off the ash off my back. I seen it happen HD. Thought it was lapse in a dream. Then I looked down at my feet, and it was actually me. This ain't the sad thing to see, but I was basking in glee. Can build it back how we need. It's just for you, it's for me. And it's it for all of us.
You found yourself.
Now we got somewhere we can lay our head down.
Well, don't.
So just soak it in and soak it in.
I'll try to.
We got somewhere we can lay our head down. So we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. To you the shit knee high. So we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. To you the shit knee high. So we was caught by storm and we ain't even nowhere. To you the shit knee high. 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 To them until they show it up. Nothing to trust that. And it goes, don't let me go. Don't let me go. I can relive the situation like it was just this morning. I was tweaking, felt a little breeze and thought I had saw shit. Baby, I don't know, something got me at an arm's length. I don't think I'm alone, I can just tell how the tone shift. I feel it, how we helix like we woven. Nudge me closer if I tiptoe. Let me know you're on my shoulder. What does he know? I don't know, but he chose me. Please show me. He dangles it right in my nose. I don't need you. Why don't you just leave me alone? All the things you really just won't let go. My ghost go. No, there's no knowing where you go. It was right under my nose, felt all the weight and smelled the aroma. Right under your chin, now you and your kin, you gotta lay low. I must shed the echoes, I turn my back and I gotta ignore. Can feel the same fate, I thought I feel great, but I feel a bit low. My ghost go ghost, I dodge my shadow and I'm trying to cast mo. Like go, he couldn't be far, man, stay on your toes. I try to move on, but little I know that I needed my bro. We seen so much, he been so clutch when I stoop to my low. My ghost go, goes. Knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. No, there's no knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. Knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. No, there's no knowing where you go. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. I can relive the situation like it was just this evening. If you teased me and told me these things, shit, I wouldn't believe it. I was dropped in the deep end. Shit, how could you leave me? I tiptoed around it, you pushed me deep in. This ain't what I meant by get my feet wet. You show me signs and just let them sink in. It's to my shoulders, it's to their knees, shit. I know you try to show me, but I didn't see shit. I went from dodging my shadows to trying to cast more, sitting staring at the cement. Shit, I lit candles, I checked the handles, I checked my basement. Did I do it wrong? Was it the wrong song? I checked the placement. Was it the ambiance? Shit, I moved around and rearranged shit, but I felt nada, I felt deflated. Was this just all just a little game shit? Was this just all this summer type of show? Where my ghost go, goes. My ghost go, goes. Knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. No, there's no knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. Knowing where you go. My ghost go, goes. No, there's no knowing where you go. Don't let me 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 go. Thank you.
Live on KEXP, that was Parker and RiTchie with a T, the duo known as By Storm. And they just performed almost half the album of a new record that they put out called My Ghost Go Ghost, released in January of 2026. And now as we hit the summer, y'all just came off a tour touring that record.
Yes, right
And
now.
Yeah, literally, right? Just fresh off of that with a homecoming down to Phoenix. So how was that? What did that feel like? Finally putting this out into the world and seeing what the reaction was like, seeing what the live reaction was like.
Man, it was good. It was probably better than, I think we tried to go into this situation like, and maybe it was just for our own mental health, but like knowing that, at the end of the day, like with the history or without the history, like this is a new band. Like we knew that this was a building experience, you know what I mean? So you kind of don't really know like what the rooms are going to look like every night. But the whole thing was just a major success. Like it just felt really good. I mean, it was one of the, I don't know, it's been a long journey, you know what I mean? So to do something like this,
sometimes it could feel vulnerable to like really pop out and see what people are talking about. You know what I mean? And that vulnerability was like it was a positive thing, you know. And it was just so many of these people have been rocking with us for a decade now. So it was just, I don't know. It was amazing, honestly. Like, honestly, better than I expected it to be. Maybe that was just something I kept it low key just in case, not to be bummed. You know what I mean? But I loved it personally. Like, it was a lot of fun. Like, for real.
Yeah. Parker, how's it for you?
I don't know, not much to add. Yeah, it could have with the new name, it could have been much worse.
Yeah.
It's hard to estimate, especially as like the way concerts are marketed change it. Well, I mean, it's all on Instagram. It's all, so the algorithm is a little harsher to a new band name now. So that was scary.
Right.
But it would be rude to complain like what it was.
Well, it's not a completely new name. I feel like you said, you built up an audience that's been growing and that's been rocking with you for over a decade now. And, you know, along that journey, there was an evolution that I feel like a lot of folks kind of, as you grew up, like they grew up too.
That's exactly what we say. That's funny that you said that. Because I think like as we developed our sound and pushed it ourselves, it's like these people are growing up and like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like when you dive deeper in, like you just want to go deeper and deeper. And just like you said, sorry to cut you off, it's just like they grew while we grew. So it's like they were willing and open to every new iteration that we were doing along the line. So you're totally right. I mean, that's probably the coolest thing about it. I mean, you hear some things that make you feel old, you know, it's I've been listening to you since middle school, like that type of stuff. Like it'll get to you for sure. But it's honestly all like positive vibes. But it is crazy because I think like we're really lucky because I think a lot of some other people, and maybe it's just the way that we did it one record after another, where it's like if they take these different avenues, like maybe the base isn't as accepting of it. But I think since we grew together and we consistently were like, hey, like, what are we going to do? You know, like people are just open and willing to hear like what we got coming next time.
Right. And I'm sure you experienced as artists that do take up the challenge to evolve, that you might lose some people along the way who maybe rock with the earlier material. But I think it's shown that the audience did grow, and those who were from the beginning that stayed continuing were almost locked in with, at some point they just bought in with the fact that you were going to evolve and change. They just wanted,
not the sound.
Yeah. Well, both as human beings and as artists at the same time, and kind of built a trust that like, we're open to seeing what these guys do next. And so, you know, when you said the new name By Storm, it is a new name, but it's also influenced by, if anybody's been rocking with you, they know that is the final, the title of the last song, not the same spelling.
Exactly.
Of the final song of the final Injury Reserve album. And that was in 2021.
Right.
And I know a lot of people who were with you along the journey wondered, was that it? Was that going to be it, right?
We did too.
And along the way, and I know, RiTchie, you dropped the solo joint, and then at some point, you put it out in the world, actually ahead of putting out the album this year.
Which is weird.
A very long honestly, like not the best marketing.
Yeah, on our
timeline.
end.
Not the best.
I just think like we're just gonna do like the work. We didn't want to like force anything out, you know. We knew like how sacred the situation was for us, and we wanted to just do the whole thing right and like not really worry about like logistics, like even down to the name thing. Like we could have like kept running it with IR, but we wanted to be respectful to the situation that we did for a whole entire decade together. So it's like there's a lot of things that we could have done, like rushing a record out or keeping the name or like this, that, and the third. But I just think we just wanted to just do it right, and we wanted to take the sacrifice of like doing something that we would be proud of like in 10, 20 years instead of like trying to figure out how we were going to like pay rent or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's difficult in the climate now, but I'm very happy with like us just kind of like standing 10 toes and just rocking it. You know what I mean?
I support that. Yeah. Go ahead, Parker.
Just in that like connection, you correct me that it's like kind of a new name. Like we have been like deliberate about that, I think, too, trying to make it this in between handoff.
Yes,
kind of
absolutely.
thing. Obviously the title, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not like we don't want to like disrespect at the end of the day either, you know. We just want everybody to know the situation, and like I think Parker's like been very calculated and figured out a really good way to hand it off, and the way that we did it with the double video and the way that the name is associated and all those type of things. It was like I just feel like it was the best way to do it. I'm very happy that we did it, so we can have that, and then now we can build from here, and we can have these two things like complement each other, and it's exciting. There's still a future ahead of us, and we'll just keep rocking it out until we suck, I guess.
But and it's definitely unconventional, and if you're in a more traditional, whether it's like a label or manager in your ear saying you got to do it this way, they probably wouldn't tell you to go and announce something without the timeline and the plan coming down the pipeline, right? But I think you guys didn't just announce something and then not did anything. Clearly you were working on something. You were putting out like a song here and there. You were doing these live shows that seemed kind of experimental in nature.
Absolutely.
And kind of by design. It seemed like you were trying to discover along the way what By Storm was going to be. What did you learn through that? So what did you discover through that process that led to this record?
I would say the discoveries are not like grand thematic, like concepts or anything. They're more just like every time maybe you pick up like a song or two worth of like an interesting thing that worked really well live that wasn't really intended, and then or just honestly making things the week leading up to the show like, oh yeah, I have this, and like, oh, that sounds good, and now you're actually like giving yourself something to get excited about. Yeah, honestly, it's like, yeah, there's not like a vocal like a verbal answer. It's just kind of like the music itself.
Yeah, I think there's something to get exciting about. Thing is, not unfortunately, but that really is a lot of it, because I think we just wanted to take, there was a lot of pressure in what type of record we were going to do. And I think we realized that the least pressure that we can take off of it is just do things that we felt like were going to work with us like naturally on a day-to-day basis, instead of like lock ourselves in a room and be like, we're not leaving until we make this record. I just think it just would have been a really challenging feat to really get over the hill. So we really were like, let's start throwing stuff out there, and then let's do the shows. Cause the shows is really where it was like, we can mess around with things that are certain ideas, and you can know like right away, like, oh, this is sick, or like, okay, this isn't working. And then you can try new things. You can try demos it just like kind of puts a spark in you. Cause I think like at the end of the day, like as a musician, like you can do all this stuff in a room, but when you're out there and rocking out, there's just a whole different element that comes out. And I don't know if it's an age thing or how long we've been doing it for, but that's kind of the spark that it took for us to find a couple of things that maybe we wouldn't have found if we were just sitting there overthinking everything. You can't overthink when you're playing live and people are staring at you, So it just put us in a good position to find things that were interesting, and it made it a fun process for us instead of a daunting process. Like, and not to say that we don't like making music, but it's a different experience than when we were like 16 years old in a dentist's office. Like, this was our escape, and we were having so much fun. It's a little bit different relationship with what we do, and we don't want to take it for granted. So it was just trying to find a strategy that made it fun for us, and then also bring in the fans and just have this overall experience.
I think it shows at the record. And I think the record would have been totally different if you did just stay in the lab, hunkered down. I think it probably would have still been a dope record, but in a way that you didn't get that live feedback, especially in person, because you could have easily maybe did the internet game, like let's share stuff on social media, get feedback that way. But to go out into the wild. Was that important for y'all coming up, like being part of a ecosystem of live shows and venues?
Yeah, that was everything. When we met our manager, Knecht, that was his whole plan. Because, it was like right at that second peak of block rap, where it wasn't like those early 2010s, like late. It was like that deeper in the 2010s, where it was a different era of blog rap, and there was way more. And it was like, that is all we were doing, was just basically you try to get somewhere to post something, and that was it. And then our boy Nick came in, and he was already tapped into this whole like indie scene that was happening in Phoenix, that was being run by a club at ASU in Tempe. And that's when he really introduced us to that scene, and there wasn't a lot of hip hop going on at that time. So we were playing with like a lot of like punk and hardcore and like different alternative bands. And that like being intertwined with that scene, it helped build our live show, which then like helped build our sound. And then we just were finding, it just was everything, we were out being a part of a community and stuff like that. So I think if it wasn't for that, we would just be like uploading stuff online and just hoping you strike gold, which was easier then than it is now, you know, because like back then it was still like random people would get posted on stuff. Now you're just fighting an algorithm on Instagram, and you know, so it was a different experience then than it is now. So that would be even crazier, honestly, if we were trying to do it right now, just raw, uncut.
Yeah, I feel like there's as different as the climate, the geography, maybe even the people between the Pacific Northwest and Arizona. I feel like not being part of a big city industry thing, but still having a robust ecosystem of like venues and you got one big city, but you also got like, you know, college towns and other places that touring artists, independent touring artists come through. How do you've been up here a few times, but do you see a similar connection between the Northwest and the interior Southwest?
I just think Seattle has so much more history than Phoenix does.
I think it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It's like a smaller concentration.
But it's real here.
But it has culture.
And it has
Phoenix is
history.
a lot of people spread out with very little to show for it.
Yeah,
But
especially like historically. I mean, you have like classic labels and like classic bands, and there's like classic scenes that you hear about happening. Like that's not as big of a thing in Phoenix. Obviously, there's bands here and there, and but it doesn't have like I would say with what's going on here, it's just at a smaller scale, but it's still something real and organic. And like what Parker said, I would actually say it's like the opposite. It's like the scale is so big, like because the population is so massive, just because it's such a transplant state. But there isn't a lot of historical, like organic things that have been going on in brewing. Like obviously everywhere you go, people are going to be playing shows. There's going to be bands trying to make music. But I'm talking about like real organized, like, you know what I mean? Grassroots things that have been going on for an extended amount of time. And there's things being handed off and stuff like that. And so that's why we found our tiny pocket that was happening in Tempe, and it had connections with what was happening, like you're saying, what was happening in NAU and Flagstaff, and then all those colleges, they end up like tapping in. So there's people that were doing full college show like tours and stuff like that. So that was like kind of the scene that we were building up in that area. And then like the online stuff started happening as well, and it was like we already had the organic thing going on. So then you kind of fueled that, and then we just got lucky, honestly. And then you just had to keep fueling the fire, really.
I feel like that's the way to do it, though, right? Like, it's just to get out in the wild within your own backyard. And I commend that, especially when folks who come out of a region that might not be represented in larger music industry, but still has something of a music scene, of venues, of fans, and they cultivate that within there. Because I know there's probably temptation. You probably have come across folks who are like, we have to make it in LA or New York or whatnot. And, you know, I think there's a healthy version of doing that, of like making those connections in those places, but to stay rooted. What led into that decision? And is this something that you're going to continue moving forward with, like the regionality of, because now at this point, I feel like y'all are tied to the region.
I mean, I think we're definitely, I mean, that's cool. You know, I think if you can't, not necessarily that we're complaining, but you can't like speak about these things if you aren't going to do something about it. And we would very much so like love to be a part of like more going on in that general area. And we try to like, on tour, we just did a bunch of shows, Corderos Catamina. Like it's a band where half of them are from Phoenix and half of them are from like the Pomona, LA area. So it's like anytime you find something, you know, you want to help elevate it, and also feel like they have the same thought process as us. But we did the LA thing, like, and we did it when it was necessary for us. And like, you know what I mean? Like we had hit a ceiling in Phoenix, and we felt like, okay, let's like pop out for a little bit and see if there's like more opportunities that we can do. And you can still do that and be tapped in and still play everything that's going on in Phoenix. You know, also they're very close. Like obviously the Pacific Northwest is really tight. It's less tight than that, but like Phoenix and LA is fairly close. And I mean, but for me, honestly, the Phoenix thing is just like a roots thing. But you know, it's at this point, you know, like wifey has like generations of family there, so it's like we're gonna grow a family there, and that's what we're doing. You know, we're locked in. That's what it is for me. Yeah.
I would be fake if I bit like, I don't know. Earlier this week I spent some time in LA, and I was taking pictures of every vacancy sign, and so we'll see. how much longer I'm staying. But I always like, I don't know, move somewhere else, come back, move somewhere else, come back.
Yeah, I feel like
get
you
bored
put
after
down
a while. I don't know.
you put it down enough for where you came up that if you did make a move anywhere else, you're kind of bringing that along with you.
We still got everything going on there. Like, you know what I mean? And we're still trying to push everything. That's the thing is there are people that are doing cool things, and like Parker's doing other like extracurricular cool things too. And we're trying to push it forward, you know, like
it's honestly what it is it's still in a stage that I think you're well past here for sure, where we're just still trying to build the infrastructure so that cool things from around can even like have somewhere to like touch down there. And that like exposes people. That I feel like that shows people who live there even like what other things are available. Like so much of the stuff that gets done in Phoenix kind of feels like it's like aspiring to like a very general idea of what like making music or something would be. And so I think like Jorge Palabra, even just booking shows that wouldn't otherwise be able to get booked in Phoenix because the proper venues are like the money's not going to work. I think that helps a lot. So we're in that stage.
I think that's dope. I think what you described that you witnessed here in Seattle, I think you're playing your role of what previous artists in this ecosystem have done to help it grow here. So I'm hoping to see that continue.
Yeah.
And speaking of, this feels like, I mean, both a continuation and, as you said, like it's a new chapter. It's kind of the beginning, a new beginning. And now with the tour done, what's next for y'all? What's coming down the pipeline?
Definitely take a little breath for a second.
Yeah.
Because we did all Europe and then we did all this. So it was like 5 weeks, 2 weeks off, and then 6 weeks. So definitely take a little breath.
Yeah. I mean, we have Australia's in August.
Yeah.
If anyone is listening on the internet or something. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I mean,
just take a breath and, get back to it. We definitely want to, we have a pretty, not bad habit, but we have a habit of like taking a big step away for a while just to soak things in. I think it's like super healthy to do that, but I think like we still feel I still feel the rhythm of the last record, maybe because of the way that we like finished it up. So I think like at a certain point in like the super near future, just get back in the rhythm of things and just come out swinging again. You know what I mean? We want to just like be a real like proper like active band, you know what I mean, with the new name and stuff like that. I just think like the segue in between the two, we just wanted to do it the right way. And I'm happy with how we did it, but I think now it's time to be like professional musicians. But we got to give ourselves a little bit of a break. We've been home for one day and then we flew out here to show some love. And but yeah, we got to rock it out for sure.
I'm glad to hear that. And I mean, I feel like that's got to be the theme as far as like, taking care of yourself, taking care of your people, your family.
Yeah.
We probably see that too much where folks will crash and burn if they're on to the next, right, without taking a breath in. There's many directions I feel like I wanted to ask questions about. RiTchie, you mentioned like just being in a more vulnerable space, and that shows in the record. I wish I could go down that rabbit hole with you. And then Parker, your visuals are crazy and evolving. And
that's the one thing I have left this year. We do have it's not really a by storm thing, but it's us two and our friend Armando thing. Yeah, we have like a feature film I'm trying to get into the world. But
hitting the film festival circuit and
hopefully
that's the goal.
It's been tough going so far, but
all right. Well, you put it out in the world, so now you got to make it happen, just like you did with By Storm.
Oh, I mean, it's done. It exists.
Oh,
the
movie's done.
To get it out, but film is a lot less kind, time wise.
Yeah. So one last question. What's the last movie you saw?
Last movie. It would have been. I feel like I liked it too. Give me. Sorry,
didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
No, these are the cool questions.
Let's see. I want to say it was something good. Wait, why is it logged down?
Yeah, we just had our big film festival up here last month, Seattle International Film Festival. So I'm, still film nerding out, and I'm genuinely curious, just as a fan myself. Like, what are you into?
It was the Mothman prophecy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
fire.
It had a really sick vibe. I kind of was like lukewarm on it,
I like
but it
that.
was a
I
really
like that.
sick vibe.
I like that
Come
one.
on, man,
Have you seen that? I don't remember when it came out. Early 2000s.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since it dropped. So thank you. I'm about to go dig that up. Well, RiTchie, Parker, really appreciate y'all taking the time after a tour to come back to Seattle, even though you were just here.
We wanted to.
Yeah. And well, anything else y'all want to share with the world out there?
No, we appreciate it. We've been trying to do this for a long time, man. Like we're big fans of like I've just seen, like, me personally, there's just like some legendary performances on my end where I've seen it, I'd be like, man, I really want to do that. So we're just happy we're able to make it happen. Like we came out here just for this, so we're just stoked, you know what I mean? Like, we're thankful.
Likewise, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That was By Storm, y'all. This is KEXP. You make this happen. This is independent, listener powered. Go to KEXP.org to find out how you could continue these live on KEXP sessions.
Discover new music at listenerpoweredkexp.org.